Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. We are going to build this very simple and beginner friendly currency converter in Python. So you can see this coin here is a dollar, and if I change it to euro, you see also this changes. So I want to compare euro to, for example, pound, and as you can see, 1 euro is equal to this much pounds, and 1 pound is equal to this much euro. And here I can also do some other calculations. For example, 15 euros, if I press enter, you see here is equal to 12.5 pounds. Okay, so you can see it's beautiful animations. Now we are going to use Streamlit to make this beautiful app. And if you don't know what Streamlit is, I have a couple of tutorials and projects. It is the fastest way to build and share data apps. It's free, it's awesome. Then we are going to use this API, free API, currencyconverter.api.com. You can use the free version. For the free version, you need to use this endpoint, this address here, free.curconv.com, and add this along with your API key to it. And then what you will get in return is a JSON file like this. So USD to Philippines pesos, I guess, and then the other way around. Now for animations, we are going to use this awesome website Lottie Files. So I've searched, for example, for money, and these are the animations that I can get a lot. So for example, I've used this one, so let's click on it, and you can use it. You can even change the background to red, for instance, or you can add an embed URL, but we are going to use iframes here, so we don't have many options to customize it. But you can go to the HTML part to customize much more, add to your WordPress website, Elementor, Wix, and others. Okay, so this is basically it. Now, in order to start, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code as my editor. So I'm going to open that up. Okay, so I've created this file currency.py. I don't have anything here, so I need to first of all pip install Streamlit so that I can use it. So I would say pip install Streamlit, press enter. It's gonna take a few minutes for you, I guess, but I've already installed it, so not that much. And besides that, I'm going to also pip install requests library, because I'm going to send requests to get that API. So these two are the only ones we need. So let's import them here as well, now that we've installed them. So import Streamlit, let's say as st. So we are going to refer to Streamlit as st from now on. This is shorter. And let's also import requests library to send some requests. Now, in order to start a web page in Streamlit, we are going to run a server. So for that, we are going to write in Streamlit in our terminal, run, and the name of our file, which is called currency.py. If I run this, I'm going to see this server, local server. Here you see localhost 8501. Now here you can see it's like empty page made with Streamlit here, and some menu here. If I go to setting, I can say whenever I save my code, I want it to run here. And the theme, you can change it to light or dark. Okay, now we're going to put some information here. Let's start by using, so this is basically our design. So we have this Lottie file here, right, on top. So what we need to do is to say st.markdown, because we're going to use an HTML, so markdown. And what is the, let me see. So let's go here, where was that, Lottie files, and this is the file. And let's just go iframe and copy this, go back to our editor, paste it in here, and it's not enough to do that, so we say comma, and now we should allow the HTML to run. As you can see, unsafe allow HTML. So unsafe allow HTML, let's set it to true. Now if I save this, and go back to here. You see it happens. If it doesn't appear for you, just rerun it. Okay, so it's not in the center, we would fix it later. Now what else do we need? So we need 3 columns here, and 2 of them are basically text inputs, like a select box we call them in Streamlit. So 1 select box, 1 lottie file, 1 select box here. Okay, 3 columns. Let's go back and let's create our columns here. So to create columns, you can simply say call 1, you can name them, call 2, whatever name you want, call 3, and they're equal to st.columns. And we say 3, it means try to divide the space, that width, into 3 parts, and column 1 should take up 1 part, 1 equal part, 1 equal part, 1 equal part here. It's 3. Now we are going to put things under these columns. How? With the with statements, which they would call 1 columns indentation. Now whatever I put here would be under column 1. So what do I want here? I wanted a, what was that, a select box, so that people can select things from. So select box, and it takes 2 parameters. One is the label, so let's just say currency 1, and the second argument is going to be the options, like euro, and it's going to be a list, Python list, euro, USD, and well, you can add to the list, of course. It's not just these 3 called Great Britain. Okay, what else do we need down below here? Yeah, I guess nothing for now. Now with call 2 is going to be that lottie file that we just saw, right? So what was that? This one, like dollars, and or euro or pound, depending on actually what the user chooses. So if the user chooses one of these options, like for example, I don't know, euro, that where is that here? This one should be euro. If they choose a pound, this should turn into a pound sign. Okay, so let's assign this to a variable so that we can use user's choice here. Let's say cur1 equals to this. So whatever the user chooses, one of these 3 options will be saved into cur1. Now here I can say if cur1 equals euro, that lottie file, which is going to be in the center, should be a euro sign. Then st.markdown, and let's, oops, not this one, but euro, which one? Yeah, this one should be chosen. So let's choose this one, go back, and in the end, remember, unsafe, allow HTML to be true. Now elif, that is else, if the cur1, the first currency that the user chooses, is going to be USD, for instance, then what should happen, let's just copy this and paste it here. So it should be euro, dollar sign, like this sign, right? So let's go down and copy this, go back, and instead of this iframe, okay. And now the last one is going to be the pound. So whatever else, and whatever else, there's only one option actually. So it should be, oops, so it should be, where is the pound sign? Here. Okay, it should be this one. Now let's copy it under iframe code, and let's change the iframe to that one, and let's save it. Now go back to our website and see what happens. So you see this is euro, USD, now it is dollars, Great Britain, pound, you see pound. Okay, awesome. Now the third column should be something like this, but currency 2 now. So with call 3, okay, now with call 3, and here we have a car, let's call it cur2, and it's going to be st dot No, actually it's going to be what again? Select box, yeah. Select box, and let's call it currency 2, and it should have 3 options again, just like the previous one. So let's say USD, Euro, and Great British Pound. Okay, so now we also have that one. Awesome. Let's save it, go back and see. You see, awesome, we have these 2 things. Nice. Okay, so what else do we need here? So we need now to display them. So if someone chooses Euro to USD, it should be shown here. Now is the time to use our API now. So how do we use that? currencyconverter.api.com/docs. So the URL for the free version is this one. So let's just copy this. And down below here, let's just say URL equal to this plus this edition. So let's copy all this and put it in the end here. But here you should put your API key, basically, whatever it is, you should put it here. I have saved my API key in another file in the same folder, so I'm going to use it. That's why I'm going to say import API. I'm going to import API, and instead of this, I'm going to use curly brackets because it's a value. I should be in f string here. And now I can put values here. So API.API_key. So this is my API key actually. Okay, now that we have this, another thing is that we cannot use USD and PHP now here. We want to use whatever the user chooses, that is cur1, whatever the user chooses, and cur2. So we change this USD to cur1 and change this one to cur2 and also the other way around, cur2 and cur1 here. Awesome. So we have everything here. Okay, now we need to get access to this URL. How do we do that? Using request library. So let's create a requests. So we are sending some requests to get access to this URL, and what we get here should be turned into a JSON file so that we can use it, or a dictionary file in Python. So re equals re.json, and what we get in return is basically this is what we get. So whatever the user chooses, for example here it's dollar to the Philippines pesos, that is what is shown. So dollar, so the first cur1, cur2, cur1 for us. Now I can have access to this. This is the JSON one now. This is RE now. In order to access the first and second values or keys, what I do here, I would say 1, 2, meaning what exactly? Meaning the first currency and the second currency to second currency. This is the value is equal to this RE that we got, but go inside it and we need 2 values, right? The first one is let's use f string again. The first one is the cur1, that is USD for instance, underscore cur2. So what this is here. Now look, it's cur1, whatever the user chose in our list, and this one is the second thing that the user chose. So when they enter this, they get a response like this. So this is what we get. We should do the same thing for now 2 to 1. Now the second currency to 1. So the same thing, except the values should be the other way around. So cur2 to cur1. Now, okay, now we have access to those values. We should display them somewhere in 2 columns again. So col1, col2 equal st, that is Streamlit columns. We need 2 columns. So for the first column with col1, do this st.success. Why success? Because we just want some green message box. And what it should be, it should show this one first. Okay, and now with call to, so with call to, it should be 2-1. So 2-1. All right, now it should work. Let's save this and go back to here. Oh, good. Look, awesome. Right, so USD to USD should be 1, of course. USD to euro. Okay, awesome. Now this is basically $1 is 90 cents or European euro cents. So let's also mention that information up here, right above the success. Let's just have some message that is yeah, again, let's use f string 1 cur1, right, is 1 cur1 2, yeah, cur2. You will see what it means. So let's have the same thing down here, but this one would be 1 cur2 to cur1. Okay, let's see what it means. You see, so $1 to euro is this much. €1 to US dollar is this. So €1 would be $1 and something, right? So this is basically what it means. Okay, now we are going to also count for example, if the user wants to know how, yeah, like how much they should pay for like 200 euros. If they have 200 euros, how much dollar can they buy? So let's have some calculations here as well. So for that, let's go down below. And we need to ask for users input, right? So let's just say that, let's call it amount is going to be equal to st.number input. So we are asking for users input, which is a number, and it's going to be something like yeah, currency, like currency, or I don't know, the first one actually, cur1, whatever it is it dollars or whatever. And what else? And then we need to display the amount. Yeah, for example, they say $2, then whatever it is in euros, it should be multiplied by that. So that is why we have, yes, so 1-2 is basically this number. So 1-2 is this number. So if they say $2, we should say 2 multiplied by this number, right? So okay, now let's see. So whatever the user chooses here would be saved in amount. Now let's say converted. So converted currency is going to be the amount that the user chooses multiplied by 1-2, which is the amount that you just saw. And now we are going to display these two, right? So if I save this and go back, you see this here, right? But if I 20, for example, okay, nothing is going to show because there is no place for it to be shown. So I can divide it into two sections, two columns again, and let's say call 1, call 2 again equals st.columns 2, and this is going to be in column 1. And now with call 2, we should do the calculations, converted, and let's say st.success, and here we should mention the converted. Okay, let's see what happened here. Converted is not defined. Oh, converted, yeah. So yes, converted. Okay. Now you see this is happening, is here. So if I say 10, for example, I don't 12, Press enter. You see, with 12 euros dollars you can buy almost 11 euros. So you can also add to it here, and you can see this updates. Awesome. Okay, so this is a bit ugly, so maybe if we put some text here to show what this means. So like up here, let's just say st dot text converted amount. Then yeah, okay, this is here now. Okay, it's much better. Okay, so now let's style this, put this in the center. How do we change this? I don't want this to be shown in the final app. I want to change the background. I don't want this footer to be shown either. So let's get to the styling part of it. Now to style, again, let's go with Markdown because we're going to add some HTML here. We need to have our style tag, just like in the HTML document, you can put style tag in the head section. So let's just say style. And now let's say body, go into body, and I want to say text dash align. I want to set it to center. Now if I save this, if I save this and go back, did I save this? Body text align center. Oh, we should mention also that unsafe. Again, HTML set it to true. Okay, now you see everything is in the center now. All this is in the center. Awesome, in the center. Now what about this thing and this one? Okay, they have names. So for example, this one has an ID of main menu in Streamlit. So just after this I can say main, capital M, like this, main, and also capital M for menu. Also footer, it's called footer. I want to set the visibility of these two to hidden. Now if I save this and if I go back, you see, you don't see this, you don't also see any footer here. Now what about the background? The background, if I inspect this, let's see which tag is responsible for the background. So if I go all the way up here, okay, so let's say this tag. Now let's grab this. This is a class, so let's copy this and go back. For classes we use a dot before the class, and let's say background dash color, let's put it to, I don't know, purple for now. And if I save this and go back, you see it changed to purple. But if I go to color hunt, for instance, this is a great place to check. Let's choose this color, and if we go back, where is it here, instead of purple, let's use a pound sign and save this, and now it's much better. Okay, so that was it. You can see it works. If I change to euro, the coin changes to euro, euro to dollar. You can see that. This is the updated version, and I can say 25 euros. How much is it? It's like this much in dollars. Okay, that was it. I hope you liked it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and listening.